So there's a lot of bullish indicators at the moment on Gala Music in terms of their technical indication. This comes on the back of, there's an announcement due soon of a new algorithm for earning with Gala Music, which I think could make things a lot simpler at Gala Music, and that could potentially generate a lot more interest, a lot more people signing up for Gala Music. So taking that fundamental and then looking at the technical analysis as well, I think we're in for a very interesting time potentially with Gala Music. So we're looking here at the daily chart. Current price of Gala Music 3.965 US dollar cents. Change just in the last few hours, up 0.24%. Now, there's a few really good strong indicators here. The chart is showing a short-term upward movement, as you can see at the end here, and indicating a potential reversal from the consolidation phase that we've seen previously. And so we've been consolidating through this period here. If we just draw these lines on here, so going through there, and you can see that potentially it could be breaking out through this channel. So that's a good sign, but there are some other very clear signs here. If we go and have a look at this, this is, remember again, the daily chart. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive days of positive rising prices, and we've got all of the moving averages now. The price is above all those moving averages. So we've got the 5-day moving average, the light pink at the base. Doesn't take a lot to get past that, but it's now clearly way ahead of the 5-day moving average. We've got the 10-day moving average in blue, and typically that's a bit of lag there, but we're clearly above that the last 2 days. 30-day moving average, which is the bright green here, we can see that mostly for a fair chunk of the last couple of months we've been below the green 30-day moving average, and the 60-day moving average, well, we've clearly been below that for quite some time, back from 25th of July, never really breaking much above the 30-day moving average, but here we can see that moving average really being broken through. So all 4 moving averages, we're above those, and for more than 2 days now. So that's the first thing. You can get really spiky movement on Gala Music Token because it is so illiquid. So you can have a price here, as you can see, went from 3.2 cents up to 6.3 cents in a day, virtually doubling in price. That would have just been someone maybe buying 10,000 on Uniswap or something without really working out what they were doing, and then the price came back down back to where it was. So you can get these huge spikes, but typically what happens when you get the huge spike, it corrects the next day, because that gives opportunity for sellers, and that's basically a battle between buyers and sellers. That's what every chart is just showing. So somebody came in here buying at a really good price potentially, someone else wanted to buy a lot, shifted the price up. That then gave anyone who had bought just in the previous couple of days there the chance to sell out. It wouldn't have been out at this point because the price again would have come back down pretty quick on low volumes fundamentally on this crypto. But essentially when you get a big spike up, it usually comes back next day. So again, if we look at that one, big spike up, big spike down, big spike up, spike down, big spike up, comes back down, big spike up, comes back down. Whereas these ones, we've got 5 in a row, and at the moment that's not showing a sign of coming back down. We don't have a huge amount of volume here, but generally speaking that is an upward pressure, nice consistent. As more technical analysis people start to spot this, then that could provide some really strong buying momentum. Fundamentally I'm waiting for the whole crypto market. We're going into the October, November, December, which is generally a very positive time for crypto in general, and therefore you get these small altcoins, and Gala Music Token is something like 2,000 in market cap, just 5 million US dollar market cap, which is absolutely tiny compared to where this could go. Gala Music itself, as part of Gala is currently an 800 million market cap. So music, which is 1/3 of the Gala business, although there is Gala chain, you could argue as well, so even if you said it's 1/4 of the Gala business, it should be around about 200 million market cap if it was truly just split 25% for each of the divisions, as it were, of Gala. So on that basis, if we've got a 200 million market cap target and we're currently at 5 million, that suggests a 40-fold increase from here. Would not make that unreasonable relative to Gala token itself. So that looks very strong. We also have this major trend here. This one may not be so obvious on the screen until I draw the lines. So we have that price going through there, and this is typically, again, just looking at the buy sell in a market, ignoring what the currency is or anything, just the simple point that when it goes up high, there are more sellers than buyers, and the price comes back down until it gets to a low point where there are more there are more sellers than buyers, and the price goes down. When you get to a low point, you get more buyers than sellers because people think that's good value. And so you see this point here, this point here, this point here, this point here. These are all the high points where we had this, people have missed out on that previous, selling up that high, goes up here, and they think, right, I'm not going to wait for it to go up to that high again, I will sell here. And you get this trend that sort of happens every time you get a peak. People say, well, okay, that's as high as that's going to go. We're now through that. We had that 1, 2, 3, 4, effectively 5 points there, where that has, the sellers have come in and pushed it back down. Now we are not seeing the sellers. We are, if we draw another line on here as well, you effectively have, there was a wedge pattern there, although it did come below that wedge, so let's move that down there. So we've got this wedge pattern here, that's better. So you had that low point there, and the next low point, so this is the fight of the buyers coming in saying that's a bargain. So it dropped down that low, and the sellers lost and the buyers stepped in. And it's just this constant battle between the two, the buyers and sellers, and the psychology. You had this other point here, which more or less met that same, so you've got this support level, or resistance if you want to call it that, going opposite direction as a sort of shorter, but you've got this support level here where if it was to go below that, you've got lots of people wanting to snap up and become buyers again. And so let's just extend that, and you've got this falling wedge, and we're clearly broken through that now. So it's taken a while, it's taken 3 or 4 months for this wedge to unfold, but that plus the timing of the 4th quarter, October, November, December, we could be about to see a massive upswing in the price of Gala Music Token. So everything else is looking good. So yeah, it may be an indicator there that you want to come in on Gala Music Token. I'm on HTX here looking at this chart. It's a great place to buy a music token. It's one of the highest volumes, although a fair amount of that is just HTX trading with itself, clearly. But if you place in lots of small orders, then you can start to build up your account there with Gala Music Token without affecting the price too much. And I've got a link in the description. If you're not with HTX yet, you can go and use my link as an affiliate link. That will probably get you a bonus as well for HTX. It's a good exchange. It's one of the few exchanges where you can actually trade Gala Music. Once you've got it there, once you've got your Gala Music, go and put it in your private wallet or your hot wallet, so you can put it into Gala Music and maybe buy some tracks and leverage that Gala Music Token even further. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed, and do give me a thumbs up, pass any comments, any questions you got, and I'll see you on the next video.